What's up, Michigan? And welcome back to the best high school boys basketball show in the state, State Champs, Hangtime, Michigan. I'm Lorne Plant. This is Scoop IPS himself, TJ Kelley. How you living, my friend?
Hey, the controlled elements of being in the gym, no better place.
All right, guys, lots to get to as we inch closer to the state tournament. But first, Hangtime is made possible by Lawrence Technological University. Live your college basketball dreams by recruiting yourself at l2athletics.com. We will be revisiting a topic we talked about before in TJ's Takes because it's a subject we need to keep talking about. What is it?
Hey, we're talking about unsigned seniors, and there are a lot of them.
That's coming up. On the Hangtime Michigan Companion Podcast, our BCAM Chalk Talk is with the head coach of the back-to-back Detroit Public School League champs, Detroit Martin Luther King. His name is George Ward, and you can watch that chat on the State Champs Michigan social media channels, including YouTube, and you can listen to it on whatever podcast platform you prefer. Just Google State Champs Hangtime Michigan. Every week, State Champs picks some of the top matchups in the state and brings them to you in various forms. So let's recap our coverage from the past week. We start with the Charter School Championship game from Friday night. 13-2 Romulus Summit Academy North taking on number 19, 13-1 Warren Michigan Collegiate. Sophomore Dantes Scott had a game-high 20 points as the Dragons slayed the Cougars 67-45 to claim the Charter School League title. Summit Academy went on to beat Romulus on Tuesday and is now ranked 18th in the state. We head out west for the showcase at Wyoming Godwin Heights for the matchup between 11-6 Forest Hills Central and 15-1 Traverse City St. Francis. Rangers senior Connor Milton was the most valuable player with a game-high 16 as Central pulled off an impressive 56-47 victory. Staying on the west side for an OK Blue Conference tussle between number 19, 17-0 Hudsonville Unity Christian and 11-6 Holland Christian. Crusaders are cruising. Cam Chandler leading the charge. He had 19 as they make it 65-44 to remain perfect. Now to the OK Red, number 24 Rockford, 16-2 on the season, on the road at Holland West Ottawa. They are under 500, but this was a battle. Rockford held on to win 53-51 to clinch a share of the OK Red Conference. And finally, to the Detroit Public School League Championship game from Monday night, 17-1 Detroit King, ranked third in the state, taking on the surprise entry in the city championship, 15-3 Detroit Western. This game played at the O-Arena for the first time, and the Crusaders put on a show. Led by the Mr. Basketball candidate senior Chauncey Willis Jr. Triple-double, 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 points, while senior Matthew Coffey had a double-double, 14 points and 10 boards. King rolls to a 66-38 win to claim the city championship. Since falling in the first game of the season, King has won 18 straight. We're going to welcome in TJ Kelley into the conversation. Your thoughts on the PSL championship?
King was dominant. I know a lot of people looked and saw that maybe they were going to see a Detroit-Cass matchup. But as I said last week, hey, Western has the hot firepower that they can beat Cass. And then, Pershing was handled by King. But yeah, King is playing like they're on a mission. And, obviously the proof is in the pudding with their extensive win on this past week.
Now, one thing that I want you to enlighten the people out there is we've been kind of playing a little bit of musical chairs with the PSL Championship, depending on the venue's availability. A lot of this has to do with the pandemic, and Callahan Hall wasn't available to outside games. So they played it at the O-Arena. It was a good atmosphere. We had some good people, but it's a jaunt from Detroit. And the game's been played in other venues in the past. You have a solution that I think the city should really take up.
I'm not sure. I know that I only have one vote living in the city,
yes, exactly.
But we'll see what the city council can do and the powers that be and all that stuff and how they handle it.
Just a suggestion.
I think that the Detroit Public Schools Community District should build their own facility. Make it large enough where you can have other events, maybe team up with a Boys and Girls Club, maybe have it, it's a sports venue where you can actually bring in some of the, residents from downtown as well as, out in the neighborhoods. And I think that would solve a lot of their problems and they don't have to pay rent every year.
Yeah, absolutely. You could have robotics events.
Yes.
A lot of things can
Volleyball.
be, yeah, exactly. Showcases. So many events that could be used. They could rent the facility, make some money. I think it makes sense. It'd be really great if the city built a nice field house, a good sized one in the city, so that we could always have the championship in one single location.
Hey, that would be great. Fingers crossed.
Hangtime's also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. The MHSAA needs officials. Go to MHSAA.com and click on the button that says officials. Tell them State Champs sent you.
Hi, I'm Laura Ramus with DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. And on today's Game Changers, we're going to talk about how you can improve your acceleration in sport. When an athlete increases speed, they increase their competitive edge. But there are two components of speed: top speed and acceleration. Now, top speed is the fastest you can move the human body. Acceleration, on the other hand, is reaching your top speed in the shortest time and distance possible. This is the lane that sport runs in. You're constantly accelerating, decelerating, and changing direction. Hi, I'm here with Jack today from Notre Dame Prep High School, and we're going to demonstrate the optimal position for acceleration and then a drill to do to improve your acceleration. Here's how we start. Get in a lunge position. Make sure we call splitting your hips means your back leg is straight and your front knee is driven over the top of your toe so that your shin angle is at a 45-degree angle along with your body. You want to be leaning forward. This is the optimal position for your lower body. Now with your upper body, the opposite arm is going to be at 90 degrees or parallel with the ground, and this one's going to be reaching back even a little bit further, more at a 120-degree angle. That is your optimal sprint position or acceleration position. All right, for the acceleration drill, get in the exact same position, that optimal acceleration position. Now, in the drill, you're going to push with your front leg, you're going to split your arms and hips, and then you're going to punch this back knee down or back forward and low. This is what it looks like. Push, split, punch. Push, split, punch. Here we go. Push, split, punch. An athlete's ability to accelerate quickly is directly related to their ability to push into the ground and move themselves in any direction. Looking for ways to improve your athletic performance? Contact the team at DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine.
Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Then go where the pros go. DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. For immediate care, call 313-910-9328 or visit dmc.org/gamechangers. For more than 25 years, the greatest honor a Michigan high school student athlete can earn, the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's High School Athlete of the Year. You're one of the tops in your sport. Prioritize education and giving back, like Cassius Winston, Megan Bobian, Rakia Jackson, and Aiden Hutchinson did. 6 male and 6 female nominees earn $1,000 of scholarship money, with $5,000 each to be awarded at an amazing red carpet gala in downtown Detroit in June. Nominations accepted through March 4th, but know this: you cannot be nominated if you don't apply. Download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com.
Attention, Grand Rapids. Starting right now, River City strikes gold.
And a hammer for Trayvon Duval.
Gold is dug up from the shadows. Gold is worked and refined. It's a process. And when you finally see it, nothing shines quite like gold.
Other Hangtime partners include the Michigan Army National Guard, and this season, the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan and State Champs are together to celebrate the great game by promoting unity among teams, schools, and communities. BCAM has launched the One Team program. We had a great conversation this week with King head coach, the incomparable George Ward.
Going back to back, I knew that this was a special group. And I've got to say, we've been in the Final Four probably every year with the exception of my first year at King. And as you can remember, at Southeastern, we were pretty much in the thick of it all the time. So it gave us an opportunity to kind of say that we're one of the best programs in the state of Michigan. I think that's what it states. And it says that regardless of graduation and anything else, our program is always going to kind of be in the mix of everything. So what a wonderful job by our young people. And, to lose 4 starters as we did last year and to come back and, again, be probably one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state, if not the best team. That's obviously an opinion, but it says a lot about the young men and their willingness to work every single day. So I think the championship just says pretty much every Tuesday and Friday, our young men answered the bell in a major way.
As always, we had a great conversation with George about so many things basketball, including how the transfer portal is affecting high school basketball. You've got to check it out. The entire interview is available on the State Champs Michigan's Hangtime companion podcast, and you can listen to it wherever you get your podcast. We will also have a video of our conversation on State Champs Michigan's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page, as well as the State Champs website, statechampsnetwork.com. Time now for TJ's Takes, Unsigned Seniors.
Today we spotlight some of the state's top unsigned seniors. LP spoke of Detroit Kings Chauncey Willis Jr. and 6'8" center Matt Coffey, who have gained a lot of traction. Oakland, IUPUI, and Eastern Michigan coaches were at the Detroit Public School Championship, and winning is huge when it comes to recruitment. A few weeks ago, we talked about Grand Rapids Northview's Jalen Charity, who just committed to Grand Valley State, a school making the jump into Division I next season after a lot of success on the Division II level over the years. 6'1" guard Jason Drake, a.k.a. Deuce. His play fits into Ferndale's high-powered attack, and they're atop the OAA Red with sights on a state championship. Deuce has been in the weight room and is a versatile scorer, averaging 17 points per game, but he's far more than just a scorer, averaging 6 rebounds and 6 assists this season. Holland Christian's big fella, 6'8", 250-pound Jalen Overway, is averaging just over 20 points per game and over 14 rebounds this season. Like many bigs with his size, double and triple teams are commonplace, and getting calls with the referees is a coin flip, as even out-of-control guards can enter his space in the post, with Overway often picking up the foul despite his form defense. Ashton Henderson fuels Oak Park's offense, and at 6'2 plus, with athleticism, his jumper is tough for opposing defenses. The Knights are a top 3 team in the OAA Red, and he's averaging over 20 points per game, with Division II showing more interest. Sonny Wilson gets a lot of pub for the University of Detroit Jesuit, but the Cubs' success is just as hinged on Wilson's play as it is the senior trio of Chris Mutebi, Phil Reagan, and Charles Turner. Mutebi gets it done on the defensive end, scoring in the post or stepping out for perimeter jumpers. Turner also hits the boards, defends the perimeter, and is one of the better shooters in the state. Reagan locks down on defense and rips the nets from 3 while often playing the lead guard off and on with Wilson. Winning goes a long way. And while everyone can't win a state title, deep title runs gain the attention of scholarship coaches. Oregon's Eric Williams picked up numerous offers in New Haven's championship run in 2017. And who can forget, Yante Mayton ended his career at the University of Georgia as the Bulldogs' #2 career scorer, but that wouldn't have happened if he didn't have a breakout season in leading Bloomfield Hills to the state title game in 2014.
Absolutely. So good stuff there, and absolutely, yeah, Mr. Mayton was on fire his senior year, and he's a great example. All right, as we wrap up episode 9 of Hangtime, here are the games that we cover in this weekend and early next week as we get near the end of the regular season. A couple of teams hoping to rise up and make an impact are 13-4 Ypsilanti Arbor Prep and 10-3 Romulus. We'll also have a battle between the top 2 teams in the OK Conference Silver Division. 13-0 in divisional play, Granville Calvin Christian will travel to 10-3 Grand Rapids North Point Christian. On Saturday, we'll have coverage of both Catholic League championship games, so that's the Bishop and the Cardinal title tilt. And then on Tuesday, one of the games we have lined up already is the second place team in the OK Red, currently 16-2 Grand Haven, ranked 24th in the state. They will play at Saginaw Arthur Hill to end the regular season. All right, TJ, so you've heard about the matchups we're covering. Any thoughts on those games or any games coming up in the next 5 days?
Well, the Catholic League championships at Eastern Michigan are the highlight of the week. But then I also like the other matchups that are coming along. You've got some league titles that are, they're trying to figure things out. I really like that Grand Haven and Saginaw Arthur Hill picked up that game on the schedule, because now you get two teams that are going to get a little bit different flavor, which will, prepare them for the state playoffs.
Absolutely. In Grand Haven, if they're a team that wants to make a run, these are the kind of games that really get you playoff ready. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching. Follow TJ on Twitter at ScoopIPS. Hangtime premieres every Friday here across the State Champs Network. I'm Lorne Plant, and we will see you. State Champs Michigan's Hangtime is presented by Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Hangtime is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Detroit Medical Center Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Pros. Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Athlete of the Year Awards. Applications being accepted now until March 4th, 2022 for the Male and Female High School Athletes of the Year. Check out previous winners and download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com. Goodman Acker Law Firm. During the most difficult times of your life at Goodman Acker, you work with the same attorney and team the entire length of your case. They fight for you just like they would a member of their own family. Goodman Acker, good decision. Call 1-800-TRUSTED. And the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, BCAM, has launched the One Team campaign, celebrating the great game by promoting unity among teams, coaches, and communities. Find out more at bcam.org.